Folks, look, this is a choice between, everybody talks about a referendum. It's not a referendum. It's a choice. A choice between two fundamentally different versions of America.
We're just hours away from the most important midterm election in American history, and we need a landslide so big that the radical left cannot rig it or cannot steal it. Everybody needs to get out and vote.
The assault weapons ban, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again.
So it is election night in America, and as expected, the U.S. House of Representatives, the Republicans are expected to win this and win this big. Right now, the Republicans leading at 188, the Democrats leading only in 163. Remember, what the Republicans need is 218 to take control of the U.S. House of Representatives, the lower chamber of Congress. Remember, there are only 22 competitive races. Of this, if the Republicans win all 22, then they will get to the magic figure of 218. Out of this 22, they're already leading in 19. So which means they have just another 3 more races to win. If they do, they will get to 218. And you look at the map of America, the entire Bible Belt, as it were, from Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, the entire South and North Dakota, all of it entirely in red country, even in the industrial Midwest, from Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, all of that seems to be painted in red. As far as the House is concerned, at least, it seems to be a huge red wave. Any points of succor, if you will, for the Democrats in the East Coast, from New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, New Hampshire? That seems to be firmly in blue territory. Again, in the West, California, Oregon, Washington State, again firmly with the Dems. A couple of pockets of interest for the Democrats in Arizona, which used to be a traditional red state. They seem to be making some gains there. In New Mexico, in Colorado. These are deep red states where over the last couple of election cycles, the Democrats have sort of made inroads. But as far as the House is concerned, like I said, 218 is the magic figure. The Republicans well on their way, coasting to that figure. Remember, the Democrats, when they won the House in 2018, they had 222. At this rate, the Republicans will go past that figure of 222, maybe even end up upwards of 230. So that's going to be a massive wave as far as the House is concerned for the Republicans. Let's look at the Senate, where the picture is a little more mixed. It is a dead heat as of right now. 46 to the Republicans, 46 to the Democrats. Remember, it's a 100-member House, 35 seats for re-election right now in this election cycle. Either party requires 50. In fact, the Democrats require only 50 because they have the casting vote of Kamala Harris, the vice president who's the chairman of the Senate, whereas the Republicans will need 51. And it boils down to 3 states: Wisconsin, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Wisconsin, of course, incumbent Republican Senator Ron Johnson is leading there by 140,000 votes. So he might carry that state. So the Republicans are guaranteed of that one state out of these 3 toss-ups. In Pennsylvania, it's a neck-and-neck battle between John Fetterman and Mehmet Oz. Right now, Fetterman has a very slender lead of about 50,000 votes. It could go up. Remember, in Pennsylvania, the mail-in ballots have not been counted yet, and that's where the Democrats are hoping that Fetterman will be able to get a huge lead. And then it'll boil down to Georgia between Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock. Right now, Warnock has a very, very thin lead. Again, in Georgia, remember, it is traditionally been a red state, but over the last couple of election cycles, remember, it is here that in 2020, President Biden carried the state. And that's how he won the White House. He won Georgia. It went into a runoff election. Remember, in Georgia, either of these 2 candidates, either Walker or Raphael Warnock, will need to get at least 50% of the vote. If they do not get 50% of the vote, then it goes into a runoff in December. It's the runoff that Raphael Warnock won back in 2020. So that's going to be a while before we know who has won the Senate race in Georgia. And quickly, just to round off with what's happening in the governor's races, remember, 36 governor's races were up for grabs in this election cycle, this midterm in 2022. The Democrats will carry through Pennsylvania. They will carry through New York, Maine, of course, Vermont and New Hampshire. The Republicans will keep. But look at this entire Bible county, as it were: Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. Florida is interesting because Ron DeSantis, the governor there, carrying that state for the Republicans, he is going to be a critical player to watch out for. Will DeSantis announce a run for 2024? It all depends on what Donald Trump is going to do. Remember, Trump has already claimed victory. Trump is possibly going to announce a run on the 15th of November. The other state we're watching out for is Arizona. There it is. Carrie Lake who is an election denier, a big Trump supporter. She is trailing in a big way. If the Democrats carry through Arizona, that'll be good news for them. Democrats are carrying through California, Colorado, and New Mexico as well. So in the governor's races, again, the Republicans, in keeping with the rest of the night, they're leading currently in 24 governor's races. The Democrats only in 18, but I suspect this number will go up as the night progresses. All in all, it's been a great night for the Republicans. Absolutely no question about it. They will take control of the U.S. House of Representatives. The Senate is still a toss-up. If the Democrats manage to hold on to the Senate, then it would be a decent night for them. But overall, it seems to be a sea of red across America tonight.